This was the best sci-fi movie this year. The story began with a strange interrogation. This man took out 5 evidences and put them in a row. After that, he even pulled out a bullet and put it in a revolver. He seemed to be playing with his life. He picked up the gun and coldly asked, "Is it yours?" Once the prisoner said he didn't know, this man would immediately pull the trigger. He fired 2 shots, which scared the prisoner. Seeing this, the prisoner had to answer, "That's me. Are you happy? You're lying." At this point, there was only one last shot left. The result seemed to have been decided. "This is the last time I ask you. Is it yours?" At this moment, countless scenes appeared in the man's mind. He then remembered, this was really his. However, that was his previous life. He was Wyatt, possessing infinite regeneration ability. Although his body was dead, but could still retain memories after reincarnation. The person who possessed the ability like Wyatt was called an infinite person. Less than 500 such people in the world. Suddenly, there was a car rushing into the police department. This woman shot down the iron door. Right after that, she rushed out of the police department. The cell, the glass door and the cement wall were all broken. The car sped out of the building perfectly. When seeing Connor still chasing, the woman immediately told Wyatt, "Let's drive." She then took the opportunity to throw a bomb. When the bomb was about to explode, her car quickly turned around and escaped. This was a strong and beautiful female driver named Agent. She also had the ability to reincarnate. When she spoke, Wyatt finally understood. Endless people on Earth divided into 2 factions. One faction claimed to be the followers of God, to make an effort to maintain the normal development of the human race. The other faction hated reincarnation, so they found a way to invent weapons to destroy humanity. They themselves didn't want to live, so they also wanted to destroy the world. And the head of this organization was Connor. In the battle of the past life, Wyatt stole the ultimate weapon that was the golden egg. So he was chased and killed by Connor. Before dying, he hid the golden egg and left only 3 words as clues: "Remember, look inside." But unfortunately, his teammates didn't understand. Before he could explain clearly, he was killed by Connor. After that, Wyatt reincarnated and became the only one who knew the truth. At this time, both groups of people were looking for him. Agent brought Wyatt back to base. After checking, the research staff said, Wyatt in this life accidentally got into a car accident. Because of that, his brain was injured. And at this time, he didn't even know who he was. To find the whereabouts of the golden egg and stop Connor from destroying the world, the only way was to get Wyatt's memories back. So Wyatt began to continuously train for recovery. He practiced martial arts, judo, and even the acupuncture. However, from start to finish, the results obtained were few. At the same time, Connor was still chasing them. He even made a special ammo. After killing endless people, he would be able to collect their memories into the chip and made them never be reborn. Unfortunately, Agent's boyfriend was brutally murdered. Things were very critical, so they needed to quickly regain Wyatt's memories. There was no other way. His teammates could only put their hope in the doctor. A skilled doctor boldly to offer a near-death treatment. That was to put a person in a bucket of water and close it. If everything went well, Wyatt would be able to get the memory on the edge of death. He would also look back on his own life in a short time. With no other choice, Wyatt decided to give it a try. At this time, Wyatt's breathing was getting weaker and weaker. He struggled in pain. If he continued like this, he would surely die. It hasn't reached the limit yet, wait 2 more minutes, said the doctor. Let's get him out, Agent said. Is Wyatt dead? No, his consciousness is still in memory, the doctor said. Wyatt finally remembered it all. I hid it on my body. It turned out that Wyatt knew that endless people's bodies would rot, but their souls would still be reincarnated. So he hid the golden egg on his dead body that no one noticed. And Wyatt's dead body from his previous life was in the base. Hearing that, everyone was full of hope but didn't know that. They were soon exposed through Connor's surveillance camera. At this point, he took action first. He broke in and got the golden egg. Just when Connor was about to open the egg, there was a bullet flying past him. After Connor knew he was ambushed, he hurriedly pulled out the mystical weapon. There was a fleet of drones that had been dispatched. They quickly found Agent, who was ambushing at the cliff. Agent was lucky to dodge, but they still resolutely chased her. After that, there was a rain of bullets occurring in the forest. In the moment of danger, Wyatt drove the all-terrain vehicle to arrive in time. He destroyed the drone fleet, and then drove straight to Connor. However, Connor was very cunning, so he soon prepared the plane to leave. At this moment, there was only a sniper who was aiming at the car. Agent was seriously injured. Because the situation was extremely urgent, the two of them decided to split up to act. Agent was in charge of rescuing teammates who were under siege. Meanwhile, Wyatt would stop Connor from destroying the Earth. However, the car was inherently unable to catch up with the plane. After thinking for a while, Wyatt found the solution. He rode a motorcycle to cross the mountains, the sea, and even past a crowd of people. He finally managed to jump over the cliff. The motorcycle slid down, and it immediately blew up the plane's wings. Wyatt used his sword to cling to the wing of the plane, and successfully escaped. Seeing that, Connor quickly tilted the fuselage to make Wyatt fall down. At this moment, Wyatt tried to hold the sword tightly, and then decided to break the fuselage and get inside. Seeing that, Connor was amazed. After that, the two of them immediately got into a fight. With combat experience, Wyatt was able to easily defeat Connor. When seeing that the situation was dangerous, Connor decisively cut the rope and dropped the golden egg. Seeing that, Wyatt jumped after it. Connor also fell after him. If that golden egg fell to the ground, everyone would be dead. After another fight, Wyatt kicked Connor away. He used that special bullet to completely seal Connor. Then he opened the box to take out the golden egg. That box fell into the water. The battle that lasted 300 years was finally over. Wyatt saved all mankind. Although he fell into the deep sea, his death wasn't the end for him. After being reincarnated for many years, he would also use a different identity to continue to protect the world. Meanwhile, facing with the advanced technology of the chip that imprisoned the soul, Agent used the bomb to rescue all her teammates. The movie comes here. There will be special movies in the next part. See you on the next movies.